Hello, good morning, guys. So I was just browsing the news and I saw this article from Reuters and babasahin ko lang kasi ito yung nangyayari ngayon talaga. Ito yung what's going on in Canada sa immigration ng Canada ngayon. So, backlash against immigrants challenges Canada's welcoming image. So, alam naman natin na yung Canada is one of the most or probably the most welcoming country sa buong bansa. I mean, sa buong mundo. Kasi nga, yung mga Canadians are super friendly, warm, polite, and I've experienced that firsthand. When I first got here, I was really culture shock with how polite, how respectful they are. Like, kung sasakay ka ng bus, they would greet the bus driver and then pagbababa sila, talagang nagpapasalamat sila sa mga bus driver. And then, pag papasok ka sa isang pinto, like sa mall, pag sa kanila, talagang titigil sila at i-hold nila yung door for you para makapasok ka. Sobrang polite, sobrang babait. Yun yung isa sa mga talagang nagulat ako nung nakarating ako dito. It's like, ewan ko kung meron pang subject na yan ng GMRC, Good Manners and Right Conduct na subject sa Pilipinas dati. I think meron kami yan nung elementary. And yung lahat ng nandun na dinidescribe doon, talagang ginagawa nila on a daily basis dito sa Canada. Pag may nakasalubong ka, ginigreet ka nila, like, hi, how are you? Like, talagang sobrang warm, polite. Di ko mapaliwanag, but sobrang nila, babait and welcoming. So, dahil doon, ang Canada ay nakilala sa mga very polite and friendly people. Pero sa mga nangyayari ngayon, it's challenging the Canada's image na hindi na sila ganun. Kasi nga, sobrang daming pangyayari sa immigration. Ang talagang mabiblame dito, hindi naman yung mga student or yung mga temporary workers, yung pumupunta dito yung mabiblame eh. Kasi it was offered to them, pinakita sa kanila na ganito sa Canada, ganito kadali maging permanent resident or trabaho sa Canada. So, syempre, ginagrab nila yung opportunity. Yung iba, nagbebenta pa ng bahay, nangungutang pa sa mga kamag-anak nila para makapunta dito. Tapos, pagdating dito, ito yung madadatda nila. So, napaka-unfair and yung talagang mabiblame dito is yung mga minister or yung mga namumuno sa Canada ngayon. Kasi hindi sila naglagay ng limit eh. Like, papasok lang sila ng papasok ng mga temporary foreign workers and students. Napaka-unfair, di ba? Like, ikaw, nagsusstudent ka, syempre, maliban lang kung talagang mayaman na mayaman ka sa Pilipinas, di mo na kailangan mangutang para mag-student dito. Pero karamihan is hindi. So, nag-i-invest sila para makapunta dito. Tapos pagdating dito, ganito yung madadatda nila. So, it's unfair for them. So, now, September 6 from Reuters, a growing perception in Canada that immigration is to blame for some of the country's economic woes is fueling xenophobic backlash evidenced by surge in reported hate crimes against visible minorities, advocates and community members say. So, tumataas nga na nga daw yung mga hate crimes dito. Yung like, example of hate crimes is that aatakihin ka lang kasi hindi ka puti or hindi ka mukhang taga-Canada. So, tumataas na daw yun sa Toronto ngayon. So, long a nation that took pride, saan yan? Okay, long a nation that took pride in welcoming newcomers, Canada is facing a reckoning over a sharp rise in the numbers of temporary residents, such as international students and workers in recent years. Opinion polls show a growing slice of the public believes Canada has too many immigrants and many blame them for the worsening housing crisis and surging cost of living. So instead, ito yung perception ng mga Canadians ngayon na instead of makatulong sa economy ng Canada or makatulong sa mga sector na kailangan ng mga workers, ang nangyayari ngayon kasi hindi na skilled Pacific pathway papunta dito sa Canada, yung student ginagawang front para makapasok sa Canada, tapos pagdating dito, hindi naman pala mag-aaral. Dahil doon, yung paningin ng mga Canadian is like, yung mga immigrant yung nagko-cause ng lahat ng problema dito or karamihan sa problema dito, especially the housing crisis. Kasi nga, yung binigay ko example doon sa previous video ko, ang mahal na ng mga rent dito, mahal na ng bahay, mahal na lahat. So, hate crimes reported by police more than doubled from 2019 to 2023. So, since 2019 to 2023, na-doubled na yung nare-report sa mga police. According to the latest figures from Statistics Canada, with 44.5% of incidents in 2023 motivated by race or ethnicity. Hate crimes can include anything from homicide, assault, to mischief and public incitement or of hatred. So, sana yan. The apparent growth in anti-immigrant sentiments runs counter to a long-standing consensus in Canada that the country welcomes newcomers on humanitarian and economic grounds. Yeah, so the apparent growth in anti-immigrant sentiments runs counter to a long-standing consensus in Canada that the country welcomes newcomers on humanitarian and economic grounds. So niya yung sinabi ko, di ba, dati yung Canada is nag-welcome ng mga immigrants based on economic grounds. Dahil kailangan nila ng mga ganitong trabahante para sa ganitong sector, yun yung wini-welcome nila. However, after 2019, dahil pasok lang na papasok, ginawang inexploit ng mga isa din yung mga consultancy firm, yung mga immigration firm sa mga agency sa iba't ibang bansa eh. Kasi sila din yung papasok. Sige, push nila na ganito yung gagawin. And hanggang ngayon, napuno na yung Canada. Sobrang dami na ng tao, kaya nagba-backlash na. And but concern over a shortage of housing and affordability appears to have weakened that consensus and given fresh life to years-old immigrants tropes, said Peter Smith, a researcher in Canadian Anti-Hate Network, an advocacy organization. People are looking for something to change, and people are also looking for someone to blame, he said. The target, unfortunately, and a very easy one, is immigrants. So, kasi sa sobrang sama na nangyayari dito sa Canada ngayon, hindi ko naman nilalahat, but the situation is not better than the previous years. And syempre, yung mahanap nila na pinakamadaling ma-blame is yung mga immigrants, kasi nga sila yung lagi mo nakikita everywhere. Punta ka lang sa grocery store, sa mga fast food, lahat ng work doon mga immigrant. So sila yung mas madaling makita. Papatuloy ko lang, Canada added more than 470,000 new permanent residents in 2023, or roughly 1% of its population. Sobrang dami nun. But the biggest jump in immigration numbers comes from temporary residents, especially students and workers, whose ranks have doubled in 2 years, from 1.4 million in the second quarter of 2022 to 2.8 million in the second quarter of 2024, according to Statistics Canada. Grabe, almost double. Million yung taong pumapasok sa Canada, and in a yearly basis. Isipin mo yun. A ledger poll last month found 65% of Canadians surveyed believe that Canadian government's current immigration plan will admit too many people. Most said they believe that the current immigration rate are contributing to the housing crisis and stresses of healthcare services, and called Canada's immigration policy too generous. So, based on the poll, 65% of Canadians are saying that sobrang dami daw ng immigrants na pinapapasok. Balpreet Singh, legal counsel for the World Sikh Organization of Canada, believes the perception that the newcomers are behind the country's economic ill has prompted a xenophobic response. He said, Sikhs were often targeted by the hate. Yeah, itong mga Sikhs, Itong sex, yung mga Indian na may ano sa ulo. Yung parang may ano sa ulo. May nilalagay sa ulo na parang Bombay sa atin. Yung ganun. Sila yung talagang laging tina-target ng mga hate dito sa Canada. Kasi sila naman yung talagang nagrarally, sila yung mga ano sila yung mga pasaway din. Unlike Asians na Southeast Asians like Filipinos and other like even Chinese, like nagtatry silang mag-blend sa sa community. They're not here to like change or to make the country adapt to their own what you call this culture. Kasi pumunta sila dito sa Canada, but they want Canada to adapt to their culture. Tayo, yung mga Filipino, we come here in Canada, and then we try to blend and adapt Canadian culture, Canadian values, so that we can live peacefully so we can live peacefully with them. And itong mga ganito, yung mga may ibang mga lahi, like especially Middle East people, pagdating nila dito, gusto nila maging Muslim na lahat ng mga nandito. Gusto nila magtayo ng mga mosque or yung pagkain dapat halal na, or gusto nila mag-change yung country for them na sila naman yung pumunta dito. So kaya sila nata-target ng mga hate crimes. When you're using the image of Sikh to present all so-called problems of immigration, it's not a surprise that Sikh men who are very visible because of their turbans, their beards, and the ones that are being attacked. Yeah, yung turbans nga pala yung tawag doon, yung sinasabi ko. So out of control system, conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, who polls say would win a majority in election were held now, if an election were held now, has called Canada's immigration system out of control, shattered, chaos, and ruined. Si Poilievre, he's a conservative leader at tatakbong prime minister, and if gaganapin yung election yun, siya yung siguradong mananalo kasi sa mga views niya at saka sa sobrang kapalpakan ng Trudeau government. And yung ngayon, yung situation yun as chaos, shattered, and ruined, and out of control yung immigration system ngayon. The Liberals have said issues of housing and affordability are complex, but the immigration is at least partly responsible for the housing shortage. So kahit yung mga liberals na responsable sa mga nangyayari ngayon, they admit that immigration is part of the problem. So with the Liberals well behind in the public opinion, Trudeau's government has pledged to reduce the number of temporary residents to 5% of the overall population over 3 years from 6.8% in April. To that end, Canada is tightening rules on temporary foreign workers and international students. Miller has promised measures to further reduce the ranks of temporary residents. Trudeau has said he is considering reducing the number of new permanent residents as well. Kahit yung mga permanent resident gusto nilang babaan. I do worry this is going to get worse before it gets better. Napakarami na yung immigrants na pumapasok sa Canada na naaano na yung system ng Canada. So galing yan sa routers. I don't know how to pronounce it well, but alam niyo yung ibig sabihin. So hopefully you learned something about this video, and if you like more contents like this, just let me know. Please comment naman and pa-subscribe naman, no? Kahit isang beses lang. Anyways, thank you, and hanggang sa susunod na video, ingat kayo palagi, and stay safe. Bye.